Last time I checked, he and the nanny went missing together.
Okay. Like, isn't Shep's dead because of what happened in East Fenton?
I don't think Chex is dead. Every word sounds like he was.
Out here for that reason.
I've been trying to locate him. I I didn't even think that he might be dead. Actually, it never crossed my mind.
Well, spell's about to end soon. I'll be here for a while. Come this way.
I will. I will do my best to make my way over there.
Help that.
Natalie, you can't just tell me Chex is dead. I
You
literally never.
know where Chex is.
Do I?
It's been said.
I thought we went to the town where he was, and he wasn't there.
You're right. He wasn't there.
Because I do remember, I don't remember where he was, but I remember we went to where he should have been, and he wasn't with the rest of the people.
You're right.
Does Shinra have my baby? No, wait. The other guy has the baby.
Yes.
It, it,
Write that down. I know his name. His name is Idris. But I was writing down the.
You can
I
go
gotta
back
read.
to
I gotta
Tully's
read.
letter. You can go back to Tully's letter.
Alright, let me read that.
I said no screaming, and this man does not listen. But whatever.
you don't listen to me. Yeah, here we go.
Alright.
Yeah. Chex is with he was retrieved from Tenebris by the Liberators. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna write that in my notes again. Sure, I wrote it somewhere.
Drago.
Yeah.
You were heading back to.
We
We
slept.
slept already or no?
Oh, no.
Okay.
You're heading to the district with Sue.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do before you take your long rest?
Was that conversation like telepathic, or was I talking out loud and Jargo heard what happened in the conversation? Okay.
This time I don't think there's anything open.
At the moment, the streets are empty.
Streets are very empty. Okay. Streets are very empty. Walking with Zook and Ragnak. It's extremely tired, and he's just thinking about, oh, well, hopefully Felviir meet it out and see him again soon. That's it. That's all I get. That's all I got. I don't know what you can do from here.
Felviir,
Yes, ma'am.
you leave a meal.
So I'm walking back through the forest.
Yes. I need to make a perception check.
Certainly.
As you're walking into the round forest, you will see a steel wing flying above to find you.
I just wave my
What was the
hand.
Message was that we were going to the tea house. Did anyone bother to tell Paralysis we were going to the tea house?
Nobody did.
10 out of 10.
No,
you did not.
Sorry.
Sorry. Natalie wouldn't let me learn to spell fine. Sorry, what's the word? Flock of familiars.
She wouldn't let you do it.
No, she told me I couldn't have it.
What do you mean?
She told me I couldn't have it.
Did I? Was it a wizard spell?
It is
It is a wizard spell.
I mean, if you can take it, you can.
Alright, I'm gonna take it on my third level wizard.
I don't remember. I remember talking to you about this, but I don't know what was the reason for. Anyway.
So I just waved my hand out
Okay, second level spell.
to Steelwing.
And he relays the message to you that everyone is meeting at the tea house.
Alright. I tell Steelwing to tell Zook I'll be there later. As I just kind of like let him go. And continue walking to where I knew the group was before. In the pool where we saw Shinru and Tuli.
Wallace. I need you to go together chat with me.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy, here I go getting secrets again.
But I want to hear it, Natalie.
You know what game I'm really enjoying, guys?
What?
I'm enjoying Biomutant.
Yeah, this is free. This is a dumb game I'm playing on PlayStation that's free. It's called Tower Defense 2, I think it's called. Or no, Dungeon Defenders 2.
Dungeon Defenders. I just want to take this time to shout out my favorite series of all time, Kingdom Hearts. Been playing through Kingdom Hearts 3 again, and guys,
You know this.
ooh, it's so pretty. Ooh, it's so pretty. PC, ooh, oh, it plays so well. Ooh, I love it. I want it more.
I will say that is one of the things I will give it credit for. It is a very visually pleasing game.
It draws people into it, man. Its art style just does everything for it. And once it gets its hooks into you, you're in.
Now, don't get me wrong. It used to be my favorite series of games up until like honestly up until this one.
You didn't like 3?
But the art style is definitely really no, dude, not as much as I should have. Not as much as I wanted to.
Oh,
That's fair.
Fine.
My biggest complaint about Kingdom Hearts 3 is that I wish they had taken more from Kingdom Hearts 2 as well. Like, the form changes and the Keyblade, the dual-wielding Keyblade. I wanted, like, more of that. It seemed like it was cool. It's cool to be able to, like, switch between Keyblades in mid-combat, depending on who you're fighting. But after a while, it doesn't really matter what fucking Keyblade you're using. The magic system, the magic system just wrecks everything.
I think the magic
System need to work, honestly. Like, here's the thing. Kingdom Hearts were born from the Final Fantasy games. In the Final Fantasy games, I know the elements that you use on certain enemies matter. I know it does.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter in Kingdom Hearts 3. Slicing the enemy with a fire spell does the same as the blasting with a water spell, even if the monster is literally made of fire. And it just kind of makes me sad.
That's not entirely true. As I've been playing it through, like, I do see, like, especially on, like, the harder difficulties, because that's really where Kingdom Hearts shines, is those, like, proud mode and critical mode. But on normal difficulties, nothing really matters. Like, you can get through the game very easily just by mashing the X or the A button, whatever you're doing.
That's not a normal difficulty. I feel like that should be the easy difficulty.
I mean, the boss fights can still be challenging if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how to like use the block system or the parry system or the ability tree that you have. And people also don't realize how important the beginning choices are for you.
Oh, they absolutely matter.
Like, because that unlocks like what abilities you're going to get. Because if you go strength based, you're going to get abilities all about extending your combos and doing damage straight up, smacking shit with a keyblade. If you go the mage, you're going to get all those magic abilities, and smacking shit with a keyblade is not going to be nearly as powerful as just casting thunder on a room of bad guys. But
I always go mage. In every single game, I've always picked up.
It's the best magic system. But yeah, the magic in Kingdom Hearts 3, a lot of the like on the normal difficulties, their health bars are so low that once you get enough power behind your magic, a room it just if you're not fighting a boss, if you're not fighting a boss, it doesn't matter. Yeah, those higher difficulties will make you like realize how good of a system Kingdom Hearts actually has and how in depth it goes. Like it's why like when everyone says it's just a mash X to win game, it's like you can, but there's so much more to it that if you like give this game the time to show you and like actually put forth like the effort, it is one of the best games I've ever the whole series, every game they make is just innovative.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna try it again after I finish this game. I'm gonna try it again on Proud or whatever the next difficulty up is.
It is it is it's a tough game on its highest difficulty, so be careful, but it is fun. Also, get rid of the form or not the form changes, but the attractions. You can turn the attractions off.
They're the worst. Oh my god, thank God, I hated them.
Yeah, you can turn those off now. Like there's still sometimes where they automatically trigger because of like they're trying to like they hardwired it into the game like, hey, we have an attraction system that you can use now. So you have to use it at like some points, but other than that,
Isn't it in like the second to last boss battle? There's like a giant roller coaster you have to use.
When you get to the Keyblade
The
route,
game isn't bad. It's a Kingdom Hearts game. They're all good compared to like other games. It just wasn't 2 for me, and that's I wanted to be better than 2.
Yeah.
I waited like 12 years for this game, and I wanted it to be better than number 2.
Yeah, they definitely. I think they should have listened more to Kingdom Hearts 2 and what made Kingdom Hearts 2 so good and gave it its like the decade-long longevity. Like people still steadily play Kingdom Hearts, all those old games.
I played number 2 on the PlayStation 2. I'm sorry, on the PlayStation 2. I replayed it on the PS5 like right when I got my PS5. I didn't have any of my game data backed up for any of my games. So Kingdom Hearts 2 was one of the first things I started playing again.
It's so good.
Just to like get in on that nostalgia.
It's so good. For like.
I still never beat number 1.
You never beat number 1?
Nope.
Man. So you don't even know what Kingdom Hearts is.
It's good. I like 1.
One is hard, dog. It's hard.
It is a hard game. It is a very hard game. That like there's a moment like where it just ramps up to 11. Like
it's like at the end, dude.
When you get to Hollow Bash and that game becomes like, all right, hope you learned how to play the game in all the Disney worlds, because here's the end game. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2 is just a power trip. It is just the ultimate power trip. It's so good.
My
My coffee didn't do shit for me.
Ooh. Sorry.
That I
That I
heard.
heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm playing Biomutant, and the reviews that it got are. It's funny because most people who review games, they don't play the game all the way through. They play it the first hour or so, and they're like, okay, cool, here's my review. Like, they judge the game. Like, the game has its flaws, don't get me wrong. But I feel like they didn't actually touch on the actual flaws of this game. And instead, they just based it off all the flaws they saw off the get-go that aren't really flaws once you actually start playing. Like, one of the reviews was bitching about the crafting system. Like, no, this crafting system is great.
You can like build stuff, like modify your character and whatnot.
Modify your character, you can, like, you build your weapons from scratch, pretty much. Like,
That's pretty cool.
because it's, like, post-apocalyptic. So, like, as you're, like, exploring the world, you'll find, like, a hammer. But the hammer has no handle, so you have to find a handle for it. And you find random pieces. Like, okay, cool, this handle gives it this much attack speed, this handle gives it this much strength, this hammer does yada 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 damage. So you just find different parts. And melee weapons are built from 2, possibly 3 pieces, depending. But range weapons are built from 3 pieces because you need a barrel and a muzzle and a fucking and a trigger, and they all affect the weapon differently. So you're constantly modifying your weapons as you go on. Like, there's a lot of things about this game that the reviewers did not give credit where credit is due, and then they completely glossed over things that are actually bad in this game.
Sad.
I don't think a 66% is accurate. I feel like this game is at least a 7 out of 10. I've spent much more money on much worse games.
Me too.
The crafting system is definitely better than Cyberpunk's crafting system.
Okay, hear me?
Yeah.
Alright. John, you have to create books too?
No, you haven't read that one, actually.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, at the rate at which you fire in this game, you don't want to have to deal with ammo.
Oh, that's good.
You're much better.
Is there, so when you say you create weapons, does your weapons break?
They do not break.
Okay. I know certain guns they give out, which is kind of, certain games the guns give out all the way, they break or something like that.
I've never had a weapon break.
So
I'm having a lot of fun. They were going to took that feature out because it was bad, which is good. I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, that's good. So I'm having a lot of fun with Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh, yeah, you're playing Origins.
Have a lot of fun. I like it. I have to give it a break because I'm getting farther than I expected. So I put it down for a minute. Because when I went to Origins, I basically put like 16 hours, 8 hours the first day.
So just finish it at this point.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about the story, and I'm a huge fan of the Egyptian fucking history. So I basically, doing all the missions, but I'm like going through the different, the tombs and shit like that. It's been interesting how they build it. I feel like I'm a huge fan of Egyptian stuff like that. But the thing is, like, I feel like they kind of, how they created the game, like the dialogue and how they created certain people, I feel like they got really, like, cheap with it, you know what I mean? It's not like Odyssey, and how you can, like, pick a dialogue and whatnot. This one, you just have the guy talking, and the other one, you couldn't skip scenes. This one, you can skip scenes, like important scenes. And the one aspect I like, they took from the first game, you know, when you kill certain people, you get the feather shit with the blood. This one, they just turned into, like, dust and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. But I don't know if there's, like, more bosses I gotta go through. I think I have, like, one boss left, I think. But I don't know. I feel like there's more to do. I do like the fact you get a shield, but I think you're slower in this game than you were in Odyssey because you can't like dodge out of things. You know what I mean? Or you can't heal. You know how you can heal yourself in Odyssey, but you can't heal yourself in Origins. You have to like get away. I do like the arrow shooting concept, the different type of bows you can use. I thought that was pretty interesting. You can do that.
I like any game with a decent art system. I love archery.
The camel makes me laugh.
I do too. I love archery.
Anytime if a game has archery or magic, you got me.
The camel makes me laugh. Writing is pretty funny.
Oh my god, is that a magazine? Is that a drum magazine? Holy shit.
So
have you
you
played
played
the
the one after
Origins,
the new one, the Viking one. What was it called again?
Valhalla? No,
Okay.
I'm curious if it
if it
matches all the stories together. If it like combines. Because playing fucking Odyssey, beating it, doing whatever, the person that you go into this will be a woman, right? In Origins, it's the same fucking person. So I'm assuming those two stories, you know, are together, or I don't know yet. It's interesting.
I like it.
I like those games.
Well, I'm glad you're having a good time. I've been pretty disappointed by video games way too much in the last few years. I'm just trying to enjoy what's going on in my life.
I'm excited for the free game for this month.
I didn't even check last month actually.
Last month, actually, you have a chance to get it. Last month it was Zombie Army 4, which is a fun game to play. No, it wasn't Zombie Army 4? No, see that it's that was the other month. This month it was Stranded Deep and Battlefield 5. I haven't played Battlefield 5. I played Stranded Deep. I'm like, it's just a smaller game. It's cool. It's not something that I like to play. I played it like the first time. Because it reminds me of something. It reminds me of something like that. I'm not a big fan of it.
I got Subnautica for free. It's okay.
Yeah. I tried it. And then for this month, that's coming out. Virtual Fighter 5. Excited.
Okay, Ricky, you can come back.
I'm having a conversation. You can go back if you want.
Yeah.
Oh man, suddenly Draga got hit by a massive boulder and died. Oh no!
You really want Draga to die, huh? That's how you really feel, Trick.
I feel nothing but the spice. I don't know.
Is that what you would feel? Wait, he doesn't know, does he?
What?
No,
he doesn't know. You don't know.
He doesn't know what.
Oh
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Surprise.
You might get your chance. I can't wait to see your face when we fight these things. Sorry. I think your reaction is gonna be good for me. Well, good for everybody.
Okay.
Alright. Felviir.
Hey.
So you're heading back to where you were.
Yeah.
Alright. I need you to roll more perception.
You know my passive is 20.
All right.
So
So
you
you should pass him.
I do.
You will hear
the
the sound of instruments playing,
but
but then you will suddenly hear it stop. As you are getting closer, you will see Tuli, Koalas, and Kakia walking your direction.
I keep walking forward.
So as
I did what? I did what?
Huh?
huh?
I heard my name. What did I do?
So you Tuli and Kakia are heading back to the district as you guys are seeing the Felviir walking towards your direction.
Cool.
Kakia
It's
is gonna nudge you and say, I can take Tuli.
I will make sure she. I will be.
So Tuli and Kakia are gonna walk right past you, Felviir.
Do they say anything to me?
Nope. They will pass by you without saying a word.
Will they squawk?
I,
Squawk.
I just kind of,
Squawking about.
just kind of stop and watch as they pass. Kind of confused. Can I do an insight check?
You can. Seems they are. You can tell from their facial expressions that they are upset.
I just kind of stop and don't really say anything. Just feel a little hurt.
You face to face with Koalas this moment.
Felviir, where's everyone else?
Sorry, they've gone to the tea house. Have I done something to offend them?
Felviir, I think here soon, me and you are going to have a heart-to-heart. There's, as you know, some very serious things happen. And we need to make sure that we don't potentially screw things up. And based on what we've heard and experienced the last few days, I'm worried we're straying from that path. And sooner or later, we're going to have to discuss what we're going to do.
don't understand. I thought we were all on the same path.
There seems, at least amongst myself and Thule, a sense of unreasonable trust in what Shinra was doing. It seems that everyone has just accepted what he is doing, gladly passing by what he has done to our people and to other people, for whatever grand scheme he has with the Divine Seraphs. And can't let that happen.
Corrales, I want to reassure you of something. No one has forgotten or forgiven any of his atrocities. But this is not a man that we can just walk up to and decide we have the power to take out. Neither.
The only way we can continue forward with what we have. One of you has the power to activate those gems. One of you has a wand.
Love it.
The ability is there. Just because he's almighty. Yeah, doesn't mean we should aim to assist him.
I don't mean to aid him. I just believe he's a victim too. And I've seen what grief and anger and fear can do to someone. And I feel like all of us together can save more than just the people of this realm. I believe.
I gotta think of a. Let me think of a. I gotta think of a riddle here.
I believe that we have the power to save them from a terrible fate. All of them.
Felviir, to be completely blunt with you, this is something we will probably never agree with, but I do not believe everyone is believable, and some people cannot be saved, and some people are not be able to be forgiven. People do so many bad things that it doesn't matter if they could potentially be saved. They probably don't even deserve to, and they don't even want to. I understand your desire to bring good into the world, change the world for the better, even the bad ones. But sometimes it's more of a fairy tale than that.
Feels
Little chills.
Then let us hope, Corrales, that in your time of need, of loss and suffering, there is someone to pull you back from the brink.
Dun, dun, dun.
I would hope so, considering I haven't committed mass murder or really harmed anyone. That's kind of the point I make. I don't consider myself.
But you have the power within you to.
I choose not to use it. That's the difference.
Today,
Everyone in this group has the power to use that evil, but they choose not to. And the people who do choose to are a problem, and they actively do that.
do you know?
If you're stricken with grief, you still choose to do that.
Do you know that Drago was influenced by magic to do evil?
Do what?
Do you know that Drago was influenced by magic to do evil?
If that's the case, then was that a willing choice?
No,
Right.
it was not.
So someone putting a commit evil is unfair to that person. But if you that you're now
You broke out.
We only caught like half of what you said.
Yeah.
That was good. You were done.
taking your grief out on the world willingly is a problem. Someone who has been forced to do so against be saved. Someone who chooses to do things that are wrong for the sake of revenge or a weird misguided mission statement or just to be a dick. Sometimes those people are irredeemable. Some people knowingly commit atrocities, regardless of their past even. Some people are just plain evil. I understand where you're coming from, but I believe there's a very big difference between a man who was stricken with evil by man and someone who had a rough time in life and decided to take it out on everyone else.
I just think there's something more to this, Corellis. It's more than
I agree.
just what it seems.
There's clearly more going on. I agree, but I don't think everyone's saved. I think that's a reality.
Not for me.
If you want to make things right with Tuli and Kokia, I suggest you have this conversation with them.
Damn. Deep.
Felviir is just going to stay there for a while. He's going to plant his staff into a tree. He's going to take off all of his armor, lay it at the base of the tree. He's going to wade into that lake and just lay face up, staring at the sky for a few hours.
Anything else to do before they take their long rest? Yeah, you get one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good
Yeah,
job,
good
dialogue.
dialogue.
So nothing else before the long rest?
No. For that, as part of my long rest, I want to make sure that I'm gonna specify that I'm going over my infusions and whatnot.
Hey, Natalie,
Yes.
can I cast Summon Fey at the 3rd level?
Summon fairy?
Summon Fey.
Oh, summon fairy at the 3rd level?
Mm-hmm.
You have that prepared?
I do.
You can.
Why do you want to do that? I'm so
Can I summon Rosgar?
Oh.
Whoa there.
Actual Rosgar?
No. Just a Fey spirit that looks like him.
Yeah, you can.
It's gonna come up with a giant square pizza.
Totino's toast ramen pizza. I just don't feel like cutting up.
He's going
I'm not
to
mad.
he's going to sit across from this Fey spirit.
Space spirit can look directly at you.
You know, I know this is not going to make a lick of sense to you. But I just really needed to see something familiar today. It just has been the longest day. And I could have really used your advice right now.
Gonna tilt his head.
Are we destined to fail? Is that our fate?
Lay beside you.
It feels like so long ago. That I had this voice in my head tell me to cling close to the heart that fate binds you to. And now it feels like if I do, I'm just going to fail again.
But the Fae.
Put a paw on your chest.
You're back.
As though it's trying to push you down.
I just submerge.
You will get a vision. And that vision will be in your notes.
Alright.
Be the number 1. In red. Ricky went to the bathroom.
Where is this at? Information for players?
Journal, Felviir, memory.
Okay.
Number 1 in red. Is Ricky talking?
He doesn't
You
know.
got a phone call. He was like,
So everyone takes a long rest.
You want to take that long rest.
Oh yeah. All my spells. Boom.
Armor class is so high.
You guys waking in your brain. Some of you do. Maybe 10 in the morning.
Trail.
Dan, with that vision, you would take your. It'll place you in a rest.
I'm still reading it.
Letting you know. You're still. Super cool. What you guys doing this fine morning?
Well,
Well,
I
I
wake up,
wake up, and I'm gonna look around and see if I can find Steelwing real quick. You'll see stealing at the edge of the window. He's outside the window because he couldn't get inside. That's funny. He's a bird. So I'm gonna open the window and let him in. I'm gonna ask him, did he ever get a hold of my good friend? He nods his head and tells you he's gonna come back later. Okay, then I will wait here for him. I guess I'm gonna go downstairs and eat some brekkie.
I'm also gonna wake up, go downstairs, and then I'm gonna inform Zook where I stashed Maine and Celine in the safe house.
Nice. That was a good choice. You guys are downstairs at the bar. An elf woman handing out some tea to Zook and Claus. I do love some tea. Exactly.
Oh, gladly take.
So Drago. Did you guys have before that?
Where back into the long rest?
Yes, before you do. Because you went on.
I'm sorry.
I had a phone call.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I got you.
Get his bullshit.
We're asking him about his car's extended warranty.
I hate those calls so much.
So Drago, you'll have a dream.
Okay.
Flames surround you.
The flames?
Yeah.
Okay.
Flames around me. Got it.
But it seems like you are not in your elf form.
My what? My elf form?
You are not in your half elf.
Okay.
You are in a different form. The flames surround you and another beast.
Oh shit.
With 3 dog heads. This beast attacks you with such loathing as you do as well. You are unable to control your body. As you see your claws, then the beast claws collide. The flames grow hotter and taller. You feel this heat's getting the better of you as a blazing meteor arises beneath you, sending about 60 feet as you punch it downward towards the beast, splitting its heart.
Spike the shit out of it. Oh yeah.
This beast lets out a furious roar as the meteors come crashing down. Suddenly, words exit out of your mouth. And the voice is beastly, demonic, as it says, as you are saying to this 3-headed dog, your attempts are futile. You lack the strength to end me. As long as I am king of hell, you are nothing more than a gatekeeper.
Deep.
And the flames begin to engulf you and these. I need you to make a con saving throw.
So during this time, can the song Find the Flames play?
Sure.
Yes. You said con save?
Yeah, save.
Okay, con save plus 10. Let's go.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. That's why I want to roll a 4.
So you're gonna take 19 fire damage as you awake, drenched in sweat.
He wakes up burnt up.
So I take a 9. That's pretty funny. So I take a 9. The dream. That was rough.
That dream will be in your notes.
Got it. Fire into flames. Let it happen.
Felviir, you awake.
So when I wake, do I take the long rest? Or no?
You took a long rest, yes, but you still took that damage.
Oh, okay. It's fine. That's the one I care for the long rest. That's all I care.
Yeah.
Full power.
I'm preparing my spells for the day.
Alright.
But I would definitely like burst out of the water,
Yep. Basically.
just like gasping for air, looking around like, what the fuck?
You are now alone in this pond.
And it's daytime.
It is 10 a.m.
I just kind of like shake the water off and kind of grab all of my gear, turn my staff back into a staff, and then run towards the tea house, just replaying everything over and over again.
You can Claudius. The Rachels will ask you guys, do you want anything to eat? I think you're pushed to mute. I did not hear you, Pat.
Type it in.
What's on the menu for breakfast today? Well, there's scrambled eggs. These fluffy cakes we invented.
Yeah, fluffy cakes.
We haven't really come up with a name for it just yet. Can't hear you, Pat.
What about now?
Yeah, now.
It's so dumb.
What do these fluffy cakes look like?
Considering I'm a bird, I'm not going to want the fluffy cakes.
Why not? Why not?
His mic, he's breaking in.
Yeah.
is better?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. So why don't you want fluffy cakes?
No, I want fluffy.
You want
Oh,
fluffy
you
cake?
do. Okay.
I don't want scrambled eggs.
Oh, you don't want scrambled eggs. Hey, lots of birds eat eggs.
Not this bird. I'm messed up, dude.
No way. Snakes lay eggs and they also eat eggs.
Yeah, screw 'em. It all depends on what kind of egg I'm eating. What kind of egg is it?
Not an Aarakocra egg. That will be fuck.
Yeah, it's definitely not Eric egg.
Yeah, but what kind of is it? A bird egg though? That's the thing. It's like, come on. It's like eating an offshoot of me.
Chicken egg.
I'm good. I'll take the fluffy cakes.
Apparently there are lots of birds that eat eggs.
Fluffy cake.
Not this bird. Fluffy cakes.
We also have some flower soup too.
Fluffy cakes and flour soup? I'll do it. Is there miso in there?
I'm gonna eat the scrambled eggs and the fluffy cakes, but no soup. Soup is not a breakfast food.
Get your order right. Drago.
Drago will have a fluffy cake, eggs, and tea.
We only have some tea for morning, so still getting the other teas prepared.
Totally fine.
Sean, that fucking name's hilarious. So good.
It was pretty good. It's pretty damn good.
So good.
There. At this point, as you guys are waiting for your food, someone will come up from behind you.
Okay.
As you will see, everyone with this final sepia tapping on your shoulder.
Right.
A word in private.
Of course. Get up and grab a fluffy cake. Walk off.
I go with them.
I'm eating breakfast. All my fluffy cakes.
Do you want to go with him?
Do you want to go?
I need a private word with koalas. You don't mind soup.
I mind a little bit. Why can't I come along?
Excuse me, Zook. This is an A-B conversation. So could you please see your way out?
You know what? I was just gonna be a friend and have your back. But if you're gonna be mean to me about it, I'll just leave. And I'm gonna go soap.
Aww.
Rats.
I'll make it up to you later, Zook. I promise.
Too late, I'm soaking.
I don't think you have heard the news yet. But she's gonna pull you once inside where there's nobody around.
Okay.
Oh, is Pat going into the other chat again?
No. As she whispers this to you, message. So it said, Astrid has died.
Oh. Okay. Do we know how?
He died by himself.
Was
Probably one of those iron.
This is not good news. Now why did you need to tell me this?
Because at the moment, Huli is mating with Emil and Idris.
What? My jaw's literally gonna drop, and I'm like, what?
I'm just warning you what's to come.
What is to come?
I don't know what's gonna happen at this point with what happened tonight.
We should be careful with him. He's not to be trusted. You need to make Tuli aware of that. If she's not already.
I'm not with her at the moment.
But you might be soon.
Yeah, soon, probably after that meeting.
We find out all sorts of information at the wrong time sometimes. It happens. As long as she knows eventually.
I'm letting you know now. I don't know if you want to leave with the others as soon as possible or what.
What are they? You just don't know what they're going to do. They're just meeting.
Well,
That's it.
faction leader is dead. So that would mean something here.
Do you know who that might be?
No.
Do you think it's going to be Emil?
Motherfucker.
It's a possibility.
Where are they?
Saw Tuli going direction. Southeast. Possibly Pagoda.
I'm afraid I might have to disclose this information to the others.
That's why I was telling you might want to leave as soon as possible.
Or we might want to do something else.
Well, as my hands are tied, I am not getting involved with this.
I don't expect you to.
So whatever choice you make, make the right decision.
I understand. And then I'm gonna look back at everybody. Well, I guess we must part ways. And then I'm gonna do my little bird bow and tell her to be safe.
Leave my mom start to leave the treehouse. And as she leaves the treehouse, Felviir, you are about 20 feet from the tea house, as you will see Kia exiting out.
I run up to her. Kogia,
Felviir.
I don't want you to think I don't care.
sigh. At this point, I don't know how this is going to go, Felviir.
I don't have an answer for you. I just hope that you trust me enough.
Well, I really hope we can.
I do too. Be careful.
You as well.
I'm gonna run inside.
You will go inside. You'll see the others having breakfast. As Koalas is making his way back to the bar with everyone else. You guys are united.
I run up immediately to Zook. Zook, do you have a focus I can use?
Like a spellcasting focus?
Yes.
Yeah, I got one. Wait, no, I don't have one.
And you just see him start like, I need
I
something.
can make one.
Ugh.
Why? What's wrong?
I'm gonna start pulling stuff out of my bag till I find anything that I can use to cast Scry.
What does the spell square require?
A focus worth at least 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh, I don't have one of those. I do have a diamond worth 5,000 gold pieces.
Will that work?
Way to find out.
Oh, that's another question.
I take the diamond, I set it down on the table, and I'm going to attempt to cast Scry.
Oh.
Very good.
Very good.
Who are you scrying for?
Barame.
Wait, what? Who? All of this information I've never heard of before today. Jesus.
You know Jeremy.
Do I?
She's the leader of the Dryads in the jungle, where we sent Rosgar and
Oh.
Gian.
We've only met her like twice. That's fair to not remember her name, I think.
The save modifier, I don't know if you want to count, like, any of the items she's personally given me.
So she would be first hand, maybe? It wouldn't be familiar.
Yeah, so it'd be first hand, and I don't have a picture of her or anything, but she's given me items, so I don't know if you would count that as a possession.
Yeah, I'll count it.
Alright, so she gets -4 to her save modifier, which is a DC 18. Wisdom.
So wisdom -4.
Yes.
It would be a 17.
What do I see her doing?
You'll see her in the jungle trying to regrow some of the trees that have withered in the jungle along with her Briar.
No Gianna Razgar anymore?
You'll see Rosgar there observing. As you see, he has quite a different form now.
What's he look like now?
Once he was all green and fur. Now he has flowers coming out. Flowers in the drawing.
Felviir is just gonna still be a little confused and just... I don't know why Sorry.
Yeah, all you see is her, the nymphs, and Rosgar, but no sight of Gion.
Where is she?
Where is she?
And beat me to it.
Can
That's my son.
You will continue to see them try to regrow the trees that are withered and see that they're having a hard time.
like something's fighting against them?
Mm-hmm. Not something fighting against them. Like you're kind of using their magic to regrow these trees, but you'll see like the trees for a split sec would glow, but then return back to their withered state.
Is it like like just one section of trees?
How far does Sprang go?
Just 10 feet. I can move it around within 10 feet so I can see like 360 10 feet around her. But I can only see out to 10 feet.
So like yeah, from that 10 feet you'd see that portion of the jungle withered.
Do I get the sense that there's something doing it? Like something is preventing them from going past this section of tree line?
Mm-hmm. You can roll either in nature or combat.
Oh, they're both the same, so... Dirty 20.
Mm. Like you've seen this type of magic before. In the POW.
Like where?
seen this around the time that you all were in the forest fighting one of the you're fighting one of the aces in the jungle. You're fighting other you're fighting Gaius. Everybody was before you and Zook disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were there for it. I'm not sure, but I know Gion used the life source of those trees for, I believe, give energy to Drago for him to transform to Ifrit that time.
So it's similar magic to Gion. Oh, please tell me I'm right. And I'm just gonna like snap out of the scry and just blink a few times and see everybody else at the table.
Well, are you gonna tell us what you were looking for?
I think I found Thesis.
Dun dun dun. Are you sure it's Thesis?
I'm not. I honestly have no way to prove this theory other than a dream.
Oh yes, dreams. We all have those. Now for the burn that Drago took, is there like a burn scar? Like a burning krypton on his body thingy because of the dream?
Roll a perception check.
Okay, perception. Here we go. Okay.
It's pretty good perception check.
Yeah. You'll actually see like burn marks about this size on your wrist. Both wrists.
Both wrists?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I know about dreams as well. Suffer certain fate for those dreams. But we have to be entirely sure that the dream the person that you know of is the dream that you had. Because if you might as well be, you can probably find this person and potentially turn this person to an ally because we're really low on allies. Isn't that right, Felviir?
Yeah. Last night I had a dream that I was Fenris. It was like a vision. Less a dream, more a memory, even. I was in the forest, and I was laying in a pool of water where we had seen Shinru. And then I was Fenris, and I was walking through the jungle again. And Thesis was there. She was with Barame. And I was sad. I didn't want her to go with Barame. But she told me she had to. And that I would be able to visit her. And when I did, she took me to a world of dreams. And I saw Shinru there. She showed me him, sleeping in a cave, and he felt familiar to me. Like I had known him, or had seen him. He was on a beach. A black sand. And I look at Drago.
Black sand.
Just nothing but mountains and volcanoes and sulfur.
I know where that is.
That place description sounds a little too familiar for my taste. You think he's there?
I don't know. He was in a cove. But this was a memory, a vision. He was alone. He was sleeping by himself. But I knew him. Not as Felviir. Fenris knew him.
You think there's a strong connection between Fenris and Shinra?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll take a swig of this tea.
And I think there's a strong connection between Barame and Thesis. Barame knows more than she's told us. And now we've put Gian with her. And if Gian and Thesis are together, I don't know.
Well, I do know something that we should probably know now. That I think is even pertinent for you, Phil.
I can only handle so much already.
Well, I want to make sure. I want to kind of like throw everyone at the table. So we're all hugged, and so this is need to know information as of right now. But Astrid has been killed.
The faction leader at Astrid?
Yes. I'm gonna look at Sue, and I'm gonna specifically tell him that Kokia thought this was a bit too sensitive to just tell everybody, which is why she put this me in private and gave me I guess the decision of whether or not to tell everyone.
I mean, I guess that makes sense, but it also seems kind of silly, because did she think you weren't going to tell us anyway?
I told her that, to be quite honest. But anyways.
No, we don't always get along the best. Not you and I, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, just the group as a whole. But I don't think you will withhold that from us.
No. So yeah, Astrid has been killed. Now, there is a meeting between Tuli, Emil, and Idris to decide who the faction leader is going to be. Now, I don't trust a particular someone at all. And who's to say he won't try to shoehorn his way in to being a faction leader?
Okay.
perhaps
So the
someone
fact,
had a confrontation with the last few days.
okay. So the
leader
faction leader
thought
thought of
of
Jordan
Jordan
is
is available,
available,
and
and
we
we
don't
don't
want
want
old
old
boy
boy
to
to
take
take
the
the
spot
spot
because
because
he
he
sucks.
sucks.
Now, I was told that we should probably leave. But if we want to stay and do something potentially about this, I decided to leave this as a group session. However, we will not be getting help with Kia, and most likely to either.
As
Much as I want to
um,
um,
encounter
encounter
the
the
the main
the main
liberator
liberator
force
force and
try to get
try to
some
get some
information
information out of them,
I
I
think it would
think
be
it would be
rather
rather
dangerous to
dangerous
do
to
that,
do that,
given
given
everything that's
everything
going
that's
on.
going on.
So I
So
don't
I
think it's a
don't think
bad
it's a
idea
bad
to try to
idea to
leave.
try to leave.
This pains me to say, but we have to go.
We must leave right away.
We must not forget me.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I meant.
Probably for the best.
that's
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Let's go. Then we should. I'm gonna grab the rest of my fluffy cakes, and I'm gonna stand up.
before we do that. I'm going to cast Scry again, and I'm going to try to Scry on Night. I'll use both my I'll use both my fifth level spells, but I'm gonna try and Scry on Night.
Well, I'm just gonna. What I was gonna say was, I want to get out, grab my fluffy cakes, and suggest that we head to the Oculus district to get me.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that
A -5. You are familiar. Don't do.
so he gets
Yeah, that's not. Let's see. I believe is a 10 -4.
so he fails. What kind of state is he in? What do I see around him? What is he even alive?
Oh, you see him on a rock platform surrounded in lava. He has changed that platform with a collar on it. As you can see, it appears he is not awake.
He's breathing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll end the Scry. Good. There's still time.
Did you see? What do I know? He's Friday night.
Yes.
Okay. Did you see Beliza?
No. Would you like me to check on her?
Honestly, Felviir, that would be great.
This is
We sent her alone, and we haven't met up with her.
this is going to take a hell of a lot of magic. So, do you have
I was
any?
about to say, maybe don't burn up all your magic right now.
That's what I have to do. That's my fault. Never mind.
What level of spell slots are these?
I've used 2 5th level spell slots so far. I have another 6th and 7th level that I can cast it at.
Okay.
If we want to be able to transport via plants today, which we can't do that to get to Cygnus anyway, we need to have somebody who knows how to teleport us. Which, guess what? Druids don't get to learn.
So wait. I got to tell you guys something important anyway. So I received another dream from Sharon. Oh, it wasn't a dream. It was a telepathic message this time from Sharon, saying that she wants to meet us in Wyzen. I'm not fully sure that it's not a trap, but also I would feel bad if I didn't at least tell you guys to entertain the thought, you know?
Well, I think our main priority, no pun intended, is to get Knight.
Her main priority, but it's funny.
But if you feel that this takes precedence, Zook, I'm willing to
No,
follow.
I didn't say that. I just think we should do it at some point.
I agree.
I don't think Sharon's gonna die, but Knight definitely possibly could.
So now the question remains, how do we get to Cygnus?
Okay. Well, do you have enough magic left to use transport via plant?
I do.
Okay.
I
I
can
know
do
we
it.
can only do that once a day.
I can do it twice
What's the
because I have a
closest
7th
we
level
can
spell
get?
slot now.
Okay. So
So
do it twice.
I can I can use a 7th level spell to cast it, but you know,
I believe we talked about this.
Yeah.
there's no trees on Cygnus.
Right. I'm just saying, what's the closest we can get?
Right now, can we see the world map? As we unfurl the map open at the table. Closest we can get would be either there or to hop over to Vyuta.
Vyuta would be the best bet. We don't know if there's a trap as we walk into Cygnus. We might be trapped either way.
Trap.
Yeah, we're gonna be trapped either way.
It's double the distance. I guess.
Where is the boat?
Last time we checked, it was in Jordan.
I thought the boat was in Tenebris or near Tenebris.
It's in Jordan.
Yeah, it was here. That's one of the reasons why we came here, was to see Jake and Mo. So because if Kokia wasn't gonna like transport us, then they were gonna be like our other option because they have the boat.
Right. So it depends on, I mean, fuck, man. I like the boat, but the boat takes too long.
It does take a long time. We can try and chip in and get a teleport spell.
That might work.
We can definitely afford to pay a teleporter. If there's one, we can afford it.
No, I still have these awesome gems that I can sell.
Well, good thing we're going to be headed to the Oculus district where there's magic shops.
So let's try that first on our way to get Maine. Let's try and see if there's a place that sells a scroll of teleport. or can just teleport us for a sum.
No, I'm laughing on the inside.
Yeah, I know.
I'm laughing at that. Don't you laugh.
Fucking mankind's about to come out. 15 feet off the top of hell himself.
They have a nice day. Sock. Yeah.
Great Michael Cole.
Oh man.
What are you guys doing?
Going to pick up Maine and Celine, going through the Oculus district and trying to find a shop that might be able to sell us either a scroll of teleport or a teleportation, or like a person who can teleport us.
You're gonna get me in the other district. Well, let's see what no fables for about.
Mm-hmm. Or are we going to the shops first, though?
Hey, if anybody needs anything to buy, we probably should.
Yeah,
You want first?
yeah. Let's
Let's go to the shops first. I don't want to drag Maine and Selena around town.
let's do our shopping episode first before we go get our shit pushed.
Shopping montage.
I am going to give all of my gold to Drago.
Okay.
He knows what we need. He knows what we're looking for. And I don't really need anything at the moment.
He knows what he needs.
Drago is going to talks.
Drago, I am handing you a sack full of 869 gold pieces.
Okay, let me jot that down. Give me a second. You said 860?
869.
69. Alrighty. Awesome. And I want my other gems. Okay, I'm pretty stacked right now. It's pretty good.
We're all good.
You guys are right here.
Excuse me.
No, it's floors.
Eight floors of shops?
8 floors of shops and living space.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to the magic accessories store.
The magic accessories store.
Yeah. I could buy a brain.
So you go inside the store. And you'll see a female swordsman just examining some gems that she has in a box.
Hello.
You're gonna have a magnifying glass above her. Oh, you're one of those birdie birds.
Yes, I am.
What can I help you with, birdie bird?
Well, I was wondering what fine magical jewelry you may have to offer. Want to, help a man from not dying in the midst of battle.
Anything specific?
I'm not picky at the moment.
No, okay, that doesn't help me, sir.
Perhaps something that just a +1 to my AC.
That's pretty good.
He's gonna come right out and say it there, huh?
Someone's AC? I don't know what that means.
We said plus one.
I know that necklace you have around you gives you some defense.
It's mage armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want
Mm.
more defense. I won't be able to take a hit. I don't want to be able to run away from it. I want to be able to take one too.
Oh my, oh me. Let me look. What I have here.
Or even perhaps, you know, something of a resistance type of ring, maybe?
A resistance type.
Yeah, some already resistant to, you know, damage from storms and whatnot.
Boom! Lightning and the thunder.
What the fuck is my board? Oh, there it is.
Roll D100.
He's on the pincher's board.
Oh god.
Roll me a D10. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, yeah. See, I have this small, tiny sapphire gem.
Oh. Gem of what?
The sapphire.
Sapphire gem. Okay.
Quite small. That can give you resistance to force damage.
How much would you want for that?
1,500.
Oh, 1,500. Is there a way we could potentially work out a deal on that?
I'm gonna do a little like eyebrow thing. You know, the quick blink.
Rope poison.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can't wait for. Boom. Give me that shit. Give me that discount.
$14.80.
Damn.
The price is right.
She said 1480. Have your 80. Have your discount, bitch. The best move. 1481.
Like Jesus.
1481. Yeah, man, magic items ain't fucking cheap.
You drive a hard bark, don't you?
Yes.
Are there?
A while. They.
You know what? That's fair. That's fine.
Yeah, don't ask Felviir's opinion. He would have already paid for it at 1500.
So you take it off.
I can't take it. I hand it to
Shit, you resistance to Eldritch Blast now.
Hell yeah.
You have to attune to it.
Is it just a gem or is it a ring?
The ring.
Okay.
Gonna go individually here. One at a time. What she gives you the ring. Anything else I can give you?
Yeah, do you have any items that may pique the interest of a spry young artificer?
No, maybe. Is here.
Not with me. It's more of a gift potentially.
A gift.
To make amends.
I can get a regular ring he can work on.
What the finest one you have.
I will give you this quartz ring.
How much is that?
Quartz ring? 500.
She's coming at you from all angles.
Do what?
Says she's coming at you from all angles.
Right? Okay,
So, I'm gonna pull out Can I do an insight? Well, I don't know. Is this woman clearly proficient in gems? You know, like she can like tell if it's bullshit or not.
Try.
What kind of check would that be?
Doing an insight check on that one.
Okay.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Believe. This is all BS.
It's what?
BS.
It's all bullshit.
Lying
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Wait, do it? Okay. I need to clean up this possession thing. Ragnak has the axe now, right?
Yeah, he does.
And Zoot got his cloak back. Right?
Probably.
Because in my inventory it specifically said Ragnak's giant axe with Zoot's cloak attached.
Oh yeah. The axe was wrapped around the cloak. I mean, the cloak was wrapped around the axe.
Yep.
I don't need it.
Okay. So I'm just figuring. I just noticed that. I was like, wait a second.
Guys, I also noticed I learned.
Surprise with that one. I want to pull out a few